Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 381, and welcome back to the next episode of Cuphead. In the last episode, let's process. I've spent a couple days processing what happened. Have you? I hope you have. I don't know when that episode came out. You may have only had one day to process it. Maybe you're watching these in bulk and you only had 0 seconds to process it. I'm gonna help you process it right here at the beginning of this episode so that we can move on. We got slaughtered. In the last episode, I'm actually curious, I didn't keep track of the actual number of deaths. All I know is that before we fought the dragon, we were at 39 deaths. I want to say before the dragon, we were at 39 deaths. And today, we're at 64 deaths. We died 25 times against a single boss. Am I proud of it? No. And I don't know if that includes the retries. If that doesn't include the retries, it's probably even more because I retried at least 3 times. Not proud of my efforts. Definitely looking back. First of all, I feel a little vindicated. I did go out and I looked up some top 10 hardest Cuphead bosses guides, and Grim Matchstick, whatever this guy's name is in most people's top 3, up there with the last 2 bosses in the game. And in some lists, he's number 1 and 2, but he's always top 3 pretty much. Now, what I will say to then contradict that is I think we could have beaten it a long time ago. I was just, way before we did, I was just way too stubborn with my loadout, and I was convinced that homing was the way to go, even as I was saying that homing was not the way to go. So, we've learned. Moving forward, we will assess our loadout on a per boss basis, and we will not be afraid to change, because I ain't spending 50 minutes on a single boss ever again for the rest of this game. Mark my words, put them down right now. We did finish Inkwell Isle 2 though, so thankfully we can take that horrible boss fight, leave it behind us, move on to Inkwell Isle 3, and be a lot happier with things that are going on from here on out. Looks like I might underestimated you, Cupface. You gave it to them good. That is but good. Go on over to the next island. Lots of fun times waiting for you there. Oh, this is the same song. This is the same song we listened to before. Dude, the song's lying. He says we ain't done everything. We just finished everything on Inkwell Isle 2. Little mugs there got some fight to them, I'll say that much. They're making mincemeat out of them deaders. You see, I knew there was something special about those fellas. Well, don't be too sure yet, boss. I think there's something fishy about those two. Don't blow your wig dice. If those 2 little finks try anything, I'll be waiting. Is that a curse word? I don't know. I may have just gotten demonetized. Not 100% sure. Sounds pretty offensive. Oh, pretty much the only way we can really come back. What is this? Honeycomb Herald? I mean, it's right here. Rumor Honeybottoms. Really, I think the only way we can kind of clap back after what just happened is to literally jump right into the next boss fight and prove that we have learned. I would like to switch my loadout back, because even though, you know, this worked last time, I think Spread Shot may be better for us in the future. Let's go ahead and take on the Honeycomb Herald. So, it looks like a tall building of sorts, but Honeycomb makes me think of bee. What do we got? All right, we got the bee movie here. We are going... Okay, I'm already upset because I quickly am seeing, what do we got here? Oh, we got little platformers. What I'm upset about is that the exact same thing that gave me such a hard time in the last episode, aka the constant moving of platforms and having to deal with that garbage, seems to be here as well, which I'm not, you know, the biggest fan of. But thankfully we've made it through phase 1. The honey is coming. We got arrows. Get her with the spread shot. We don't know what she's doing. Hello. Triangles. We got triangles. Triangles are not a big deal. We got homing shot as well. Okay, that triangle's a little bit bigger of a deal. We almost got milk ready. She's coming down middle, that means? She's coming down middle. Her head's a swinging. I don't like this. It's reminding me a little bit of Sonic. Oh! Okay, that's fine. That's not fine. Milk. Let's go for the milk here. I'm gonna die to the floor, unfortunately, because of what just happened. No, we did not die to the floor. Thought 100% we were gonna die to the floor there. We didn't. All right. When she's on the left side, it's not that big a deal. Except for I don't know this attack. I fell down into the thing. Okay. So we have kind of a similar. We made it through 2/3 of the way. Hey, sugar, this honey's off limits now. Scram. 2/3 the way is not bad for a first attempt. Certainly is, anything is going to be better than 25, I will say. Okay, the problem with this, I think we gotta go homing, probably. Homing probably our best option, I would think. And then just staying as far away as possible from those little bombs she's got going on there is gonna be very nice for us as well. Which is honestly pretty easy to do. And homing kind of makes this, okay, we're getting a little closer than I wanted to there. Almost took some damage there, probably should have. B is taken care of. All right, phase 2 gets a little bit more interesting. Phase 2 is where we start having trouble. Look for the hand, look for the hand, look for the hand, bite the hand that feeds. Okay, so she's gonna send in bullet bills this time. Can I shoot the bullet bills as they're coming up? Because if yes, this is significantly easier. Answer looks like I cannot do that, which is going to be a problem for me. That's a second bit of damage. Almost took a third bit of damage to the same bullet bill. Would have been a major problem. She's on the right side now. Hitting her with the spread shot. Hit her with the milk. Hit her with the milk. I don't know what she's spawning. All right, that's some bologna, just straight up bologna sandwiches, but that's okay. I can parry those. That is good, really good to know. Hopefully they go away pretty soon because need them to go away. Need that to go away. Okay, keep hitting her with the spread shot. Keep hitting her with the spread shot. Now we're going far away. Now we're going far away. The triangles, kind of a pain, kind of a pain, kind of a pain, kind of a pain, but they can be parried. Dominate and bombinate. That's how I be. It doesn't seem like there's a phase change in between that second and that third. So I think we should be fine. This does not seem, this is not dragon level. Like I said, I hope every boss from here on out doesn't follow this very similar constant moving platforms archetype, because honestly that was a majority. That was a majority of the difficulty with the last boss, was the constant moving that you had to account for. All right, B's taken care of. The constant moving, you can't just focus on dodging. That's an issue. Okay, these are coming in. This is not the most fun phase for me. I much prefer the left or the right action as opposed to this, but this is doable still. This is not doable still. This is not doable still. It's unfortunately not 100% doable. One hit left, that's okay. That's totally fine in my opinion, except for when she spawns that. That makes it much more difficult. Milk it up. The problem with the milk is I think I'm gonna take damage to the ball now. Yeah, I'm gonna take damage to the ball. So the milk, not wonderful here. Milk is not super helpful here. Any of these moving platforms, we're very quickly seeing that the milk is not exactly the greatest thing of all time for us, because we're having some difficulties with the dodges. They make the dodging rather difficult. And I literally just let the cop run right into me. It's my own fault. Horrible play. Now, the main thing we want to focus on here, this is horrible. I'm gonna take that piece of damage. I'm gonna take some damage. Did not take damage. The main thing we need to focus on here is a little thing I like to call not spiraling out of control. The last episode was horrible. That boss fight really got me good. The most important thing for us is making sure that we do not spiral out of control from that point, because it's something I could totally see myself doing, and something I really don't want to allow myself to do, is the spiraling out of control. Just because, like, TBH, again, not trying to brag, sounds like I am, but we handled the first little bit of this game surprisingly well. Those that know me know that I'm pretty bad at video games in general. You should see me play Fortnite. It's a sight to see, and it's an unfortunate sight to see. Those that know me know not my strong suit, video games. So honestly, I was utterly shocked when I saw how decently we did through the first little bit of this game. Fudge me, dude. Literal fudge. Literal fudge! Chocolatey goodness inside me. Yeah, pretty shocked by what happened there. Trying to get the milk off before she shoots the next thing. She got it off, unfortunately. We did not want her to get it off. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here. I'm in the honey baby, in the honey baby, in the honey daddy, in the honey baby, in the honey daddy. She's coming over left side, coming over left side. Please get rid of that thing. Please get rid of that thing. We gotta be close. The triangles are here. Triangles here, and I don't know how to deal with them. This is spiraling, by the way. If you're wondering, if you're wondering, like, what's he mean by this is spiraling right now. We should not be taking this many attempts, although the game gets difficult. Let's not, you know, pretend it doesn't. That's part of this game, but let's, you should also accept, as I am unfortunately having to accept, that the good old days of the 10-minute episode, probably behind us. The good old days of the 10-minute episode are likely behind us. It stinks. I missed the 10-minute episode. I like it quite a bit, but I would say that the 10-minute episode is more than likely behind us. We'll get it back, you know, maybe at some point. Okay, this thing is annoying. This thing is supremely annoying. Supremely annoying, especially when there's two of them, but you can parry them. You shouldn't get hit by this because you can literally just do that and parry them. Chocolate milk coming in. Here we go. Not the chocolate variety, the regular variety of milk. We got this. We got freaky deaky. Dislike it. Dislike this. Dislike the triangles. Triangles cause us some serious concerns. Okay. We're also running out of platforms in the middle area. Oh, she's reading a book now. She's reading a book. She is conjuring up some spells of some sort. She is turned into a biplane. All right, what do we got here then? What do we got? Okay, this is actually so there is a final stage. I'm guessing you don't. What in the world are you even supposed to do there? Dominate and bombinate. That's how I be. Okay, let's take a little, you know, chill break. Chill break. We've seen the boss. We've seen all 3 stages. Let's reassess if we would like to change up loadout or no. I don't think this charm is going to help us very much. I could see the smoke bomb probably being way more helpful here, so I'm going to switch back to the smoke bomb. HP could also be a little bit helpful, but I'm not so sure. And I think our current loadout in terms of shots is probably fine. Probably fine. Notice the calm in my voice. I'm not panicking. I've been to the depths of hell and back, so I understand what a horrible boss fight can go like. This is not there yet. We have not yet reached those levels, young Padawans. Again, if you were here for the last episode, then you have also seen just how bad things can get. So I would say don't worry, don't fret yet. This is not cause for concern, in my opinion. We're getting through this first phase pretty decently. It's really just getting through the second phase that's going to need a little bit of help. Which way is she coming in? We got middle. Middle, honestly, kind of rough for me. Hate that I can't make it to that platform. One of my least favorite things of all time is that you would place those platforms in a way that I can't easily reach them. It's a big problem for me. Big problem. It's a huge, massive problem for me, and we are doing really poorly this time around. Yeah, it's gonna kill us. They did not kill us. We're doing really poorly this time around. Okay, doing okay. Keep it going, keep it going. She's coming right back to the left side, right back to the left side, right before I was ready. This game is getting difficult. It's okay though, because I'm as cool as a cucumber. You know what cucumbers are? They're cool. They're 100% cool. I think we've just found that my brain, it just can't process. That's the problem, is that this game has really just been a run and gun to this point with little, you know, small platforming elements to it. But I would say a majority of it is really just a run and gun type of game and a little bit of dodging. The last 2 levels have really put my platforming skills, or lack thereof, I should say, on display. Okay, for this attack, we definitely want to be on this right side. I think she shoots less of them on the right side. Could be wrong about that, by the way. Okay. We actually survived that onslaught with no damage, which is amazing. Okay, now we got to get through this onslaught, though, which is easier said than done. Now, the problem is these things like to intercept my shots. They try to intercept my shots, that is, which is not great. It came to the middle. It came to the middle. I wasn't ready for it to come to the middle. Okay, she's doing this again. Once again, she's a plane. I don't think she can hurt us on the way down, thankfully. I don't know how we get her with the milk. I don't think you do get her with the milk there at the end, unless you get really low on the right side, which may just be a guaranteed death. So that may be the next thing that we look at possibly switching up for this boss battle, is do we really need milk? Is milk really helping us here? Are our calcium levels already sufficient? I'm honestly seeing some calcium sufficiency. rather than deficiency. So I don't know that milk is actually, you know, the answer here. 99 times out of 10, milk is almost always the answer. Unless you're in, was it Anchorman that said milk is a bad choice? I believe that was Anchorman. Haven't really seen it in quite a while. It's been a little bit of time, but I believe they say that milk was I hate that a lot. I believe they're quoted as saying that milk was a bad choice. So that's something you kind of got to worry about. Is milk a bad choice here? The only thing that I think milk is amazing on is right here. This is a nice situation for milk, except for when it damages us, so it's actually horrible. It's actually just bad. It's actually just bad, and it's going to guarantee me... I'm overthinking things. We're gonna one more time with milk, and then we're never using milk. I don't think milk is the answer here. Invincibility, probably what we're looking for. So we'll switch to invincibility after this fight. This is not good. We cannot let every boss fight after the dragon be like the dragon. The dragon is supposed to be, the dragon is supposed to be the exception to the rule, not the rule itself. Now, I'll tell you what, again, I didn't feel bad about the dragon, because like I said, top 10 list, dragon was everywhere. This boss was not everywhere in the top 10 list. It was almost nowhere in the top 10 list, so this is a little bit more embarrassing for me. I actually like this middle tech quite a bit, except for the fact that you've once again given me no platforms to really jump on, and that's causing me some issues. And I also, as I said earlier, you give me no platforms, dude! What's a boy supposed to do with no platforms? There's very little he can do. Once again, very few platforms. We got like no milk coming, so don't even, and I think we might try to get rid of homing too, because homing on these things is awful. Homing on these things is straight up horrible. It doesn't do any damage. It's a big problem for me. I hate triangles. I hate that shape. I hate the shape! I hate the shape of triangles. All right. We're getting to that point. It's getting to pathetic territory already. This is not a great introduction back. Let's fix this. Smoke bomb, is it the answer? It might not be. It might not be. Do we got coins? We got no coins, man. We need some coins. I'm gonna do one heart. We're gonna go invincibility once again. The chaser is really good against the first phase, but it's probably really good against the last phase too. So it stinks, but I think we need that. And then I think this is the right setup. I don't think there's probably like another, like maybe if we bought like the lob shot or anything else that's in the store, like maybe that would be working better for us. But I think from what we have, the problem is I panicked in the last episode and spent oh my gosh. I spent all of my money on things I didn't need. AKA extra HP. I forgot we do have extra HP this time, so we're rocking 4 HP. That could potentially help. In fact, I think it will help because we're taking a lot of damage. The goal is that the invincibility does the most for us here. We're really looking at invincibility for putting in the most amount of work here. This first phase is easy. I should not be taking any damage against this first phase. The fact that I did is mostly just borderline embarrassing. Now, the thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is the depleted damage here while trying to take care of this phase, because this phase is a little obnoxious. This phase is a little obnoxious. Let's just leave it at that. That's pretty much everything I'm trying to say. This phase is in fact obnoxious with the triangles. I tried to press B. I can't with the triangles. The triangles is actually the worst attack. We can make it to the third phase consistently. I just can't get to the point where she actually turns into the plane. That's an issue for me. Okay. All right. No need to panic. You guys seem worried. I can hear the comments. Things are getting bad. We knew they would eventually. They don't need to stay this way though. We can reclaim our place on the throne. This is like, you got called up from the minors, and all of a sudden you're hitting 300 and everybody's going, what the heck? This kid was a 220 hitter back in the minors, and then literally no platforms. Like, literally they just give me no platforms all the time to try to fight this phase, so still dislike it pretty significantly, gotta say. The lack of platforms is more obnoxious than it's not obnoxious, I will say. She's coming left side, okay, my brain, and now we're getting triangles, You know the brain doesn't handle triangles well. It doesn't do well with triangles. It's the one shape that I can't do. This middle phase is fine. Give me more of this. We're gonna get to the third phase after this. Just don't take a hit on this. Do not take a hit on this. You've given me no platforms once again. Significantly not enough platforms! Alright. We have invincibility. Just pepper her right here. She's gonna turn into a plane. She's gonna turn into a plane. You pepper her. She's gonna come down. She's gonna attack from the other side of the screen. She's doing a different attack. I can actually dodge this one. He said sarcastically. Halfway through the third phase. Again, I think this is the loadout. We have this. I'm riding the struggle bus pretty hard though. I'm like in the back seat. We just went over a bump. I hit my head on the roof because I tried to be a cool kid. Just thought it'd be cool sitting in the back seat. Wait till you hit that, that really tall bump right there on Lit Creek Drive. You know the one I'm talking about if you went to my school. You know the one. You hit that bump. You go straight to the roof. Straight to the roof of the bus. I don't belong there though. That's not where I belong. I don't belong at the roof of the bus. I belong sitting in the front seat right next to the bus driver with my freaking seatbelt all the way on. That's about the only way I can handle things. All right, let's do this. Bring it on, no triangles. Okay, you've done triangles. That's a bad thing you've done. Can't help but let you know. Okay, they showed in the directions I'm not prepared for. Okay. Still got 2 HP. We should be able to get through this phase without taking damage. Keyword being should be able to get through this phase without taking damage. He's done it. Now we should be in the final phase. You're not there yet though. Now we gotta get through an extra thing of squares. Circles, I mean. Spheres, whatever you want to call this cylindrical shape. It's a sphere, I know. I've taken geometry before. I know what I'm talking about. Please you're still not in the last phase yet. Please come out now with the book. All right, she's reading the spells. That's what we're looking at. Can't help but notice once again, 0 platforms. We have 2 HP, and we actually have invincibility. So let's not be dumb. Again, I think I can dodge this attack. Okay, let's do this. We're aiming down. We're shooting straight down. Not doing the most damage to her. Not doing the least amount of damage to her. I fell right into her head because I'm bad. We need to be using this shot here. It's like the only answer. It's like pretty much the only answer. Come on, you're doing well. You're actually doing pretty well. The saw's coming in. Doing fine. This is looking pretty good. This is looking decent. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was so easy. It didn't need to be this difficult. He didn't need to take 20 minutes on it. He didn't need to waste 20 lives on it. It was so much easier than I made it out to be. There's no reason for it to take that long, but here we are nonetheless. Thankfully, C+, not so great there. 0 out of 3 parries, that's alright. Thankfully though, it is finished. We no longer have to worry about it. This level done. When you get knocked off the horse, you're supposed to get right back on. Rumor honey bottom's gone. Would I say we jumped right back on? No, not really. We're kind of still in the dirt. I'm like hanging on to the saddle and it's dragging me behind, but I'll tell you what, that's the first step in getting back on the horse. In the next episode, we'll actually try to get back on the horse and stop sucking. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.